My name is Marian Parker Branch. I am the founder and CEO of Mending Fences, LLC. And Mending Fences is a counseling service for students with disabilities. I would say probably around 6. My grandparents had their own business, and I used to always admire my grandmother, the way that she would work hard every morning and cater to the people that she served in the community. It was a prideful thing to be able to say, I'm leaving a legacy for my family and I'm doing it on my own merit. So I would say around 6, I knew that eventually, once I received my education, I wanted to go back and own my own business. My business was established in 2007, and I would say the biggest difference is the needs of the students and the families that we serve. The students have always had extreme behaviors, but most recently we are encountering families that are being impacted by trauma, community trauma, worldwide trauma. That is one of the biggest challenges that we face today with our families. Today, a lot of individuals struggle with their own mental health, so it's very hard for them to come to work and have those same work ethics and be dedicated to improving lives. Richmond is a good place to land because you can easily get to the Carolinas, DC, even as far as to New York. I would say family-oriented because even though a lot of people are moving back into the city, you still have that family feel with the local parks. Neighboring, people walking up and down the street, going to certain restaurants on the corner, just embracing each other in the neighborhood. So I would say family-oriented with a sprinkle of foodie, and we have some good brewers here. One of the biggest changes will probably be the downtown. Downtown is no longer thriving. We used to live in Charlottesville, and we used to come to Richmond. And I just remember coming to Tallheimers and Miller and Rhodes, and those were memorable moments, especially around the holiday time. The downtown was thriving, and so when I moved back to Richmond, the downtown was no longer. We do have some local artists that are on Broad Street and some small businesses that are there as well, but I think we need to really try to bring back the downtown like it was before. For my students, what happens in a community, they bring it to school. So if they are experiencing community challenges, they come to school with behaviors. If a client's parents are not employed, they bring all that to school. If communities are having violence or food deserts or things that they just need basically, and if the kids are not getting those basic needs, that affect our business tremendously. It's a blessing in disguise because we get a lot of referrals for students. However, once we get working with the students, it's so much to unpack when you try to work with the student holistically. I would say for me, it's about processes and systems. We try to put specific processes in place, starting from the onboarding, day one someone works with us, all the way up until if they decide to leave us. We do a robust training to make sure that our staff are skill-based. We do a lot of appreciation events for our staff. We try to set ourselves apart by appreciating our staff because we know by being a mid-sized company, we are only as good as the staff that we are employed. So I think putting processes in place, systems in place, and appreciating our staff on every opportunity that we can. A lot of times our young people are getting involved in situations that are not healthy for them because they don't have a lot going on. So I would say to make the downtown universal for all age groups. And I would say perhaps build up the community areas that families can appreciate and learn more about Richmond. We do have a lot of museums here, and they are very useful and beneficial, but I think the information in the museums should be, whether it's in the schools or whether it's in other areas in Richmond so that people know more about Richmond. They can visit us on my website at www.mendingfencesva.com. They can email me at mparker@mendingfencesva.com, and if they want to, they can always give us a call.